PSCR, mandatory, not easy. Immediately, let me introduce my colleague, Tamás Apostol. He is not only one of our trainers, but he's only a trained trainer for the PSCR. But Tamás, the stage is yours.
Thanks a lot. Really welcome all of the participants. So today we will go through a very interesting new topic, but not only new. There is a lot of changing. Here we see some strange words, the PCS volume 2, the PSCR product integrity. So today I would to make a short summarization. What exactly is it? What has changed, and what is the official terminology of these stages? So in the next few minutes, approximately 20 minutes, I would to check and briefly overview for the product compliance system, the mandatory PSCR responsibility, and finally the new proposed training concept. And here I need to highlight that this is still only a proposal because we still don't know exactly what will be the training requirements, but we will see later on what is the current status and what we can tell for you.
If you have questions on the fly, just write it. Sorry, Tamás, just write it to the windows. If we can answer on the fly, we will do. If not, then later on we will come back to you and we'll try to answer later. Thank you. Sorry.
Yep, it's okay. So let's start to clarify this terminology. If we go back to the 2023, there was a new publication released. It's called Product Compliance Volume 1. This volume is introduced for the product compliance system itself, so we call it the PCS. And all of the customer specific requirements referring it, but none of the OEMs implement it, so it's not none of the OEMs say it's mandatory for implementation. It's only established, and we live with this, and some of short training it's already done. But if we go back a bit, at 2018, another publication was issued. At that time, it was not called product compliance, but at the beginning, it's called product integrity. Second edition is followed at 2021, and is incorporated the topic of the OTA, so the over-the-air updates. What we are discussing today is the complete revision of the product integrity volume. So the PC2 product integrity volume is fully reviewed. So one of the important points should be made right from the beginning. The terms product integrity will gradually disappear. In the future, it will be replaced by product compliance. The new publication has therefore been developed by revising the former product integrity volume, but it's now part of the product compliance. So it's we can think like the system, for example, the VDA 6 publication, as all of us are really familiar for this. For example, the VDA 6.3, 5, or currently the 6.8. So the product compliance series now consisting with the PC1 and the PC2. So the PC2 replaced for the product integrity volume currently. The new publication has already been completed. However, today is not yellow volume, is already in finished, but is still not orderable. We're still waiting for the final training sessions to complete, and after then it will be possible to order. The newly replaced PC2 represent the first line of defense. Here, I guess a lot of time I will tell for you this 3 lines model, because this new volume is deeply explained, and this system is deeply explained this 3 lines model. To summarize here again this chart, we now have the product compliance publication series. The PC1 is already existed. The PC2 is the new volume. What we previously referred to the PSCRs and later the product integrity will now officially known the product compliance volume 2. These new volumes contain the complete description of the PSCR rules, including the responsibilities and activities of this PSCR. There are now 2 product compliance volume, the PC1 and PC2. The PC1, which was published 2023, we called it PCS. And now we could go deeper for the 3-line models, where we can check exactly what we had. Sorry, here's something. Okay. So the model, as I already told, these 3-line models, the first, second, and third line, all to the PC2. Here a bit strange things, because the PC1 is the second line and the PC2 is the first line. Here it's coming out because the PC1 is established or written in the first time, but when the VDA made the PC2, then they recognize the operational point of view. At the second time they've written it, so that will be the first line of these differences. So instead of the former product integrity concept, the new terms, the product compliance is go for this. Here we need to highlight it. Here could become much more changing, because all of the OEM requirements, for example, the BMW, the Volkswagen, is currently in the CSR's explicit required the product integrity publication. So therefore, because it's gone and coming the new volumes, here all of the OEM requirements and IATF requirements will be changed. And currently, for example, the BMW and the Volkswagen specifying the PSCR need to be had VDA QMC PSCR qualifications. So the same requirements can be found in the Formal Q, the IATF CSR, and the Mercedes-Benz as well. So therefore, once the product compliance publication officially replaced for the product integrity, we can expect it, the OEM CSI requirement will be changed as well. So here, I guess we will facing much more and more changing in the future life. Another significant change is the PSCR rule receiving much greater emphasis in the new publications. So it's a good news, I guess, because the PSCR rules not every time has that level of the focus what we really need. The next changing. Yeah, here, okay. The over-the-air chapter has removed, because this is covered by another standard, so not even more we need to get this in under this these standards and these volumes. And the other good news, the PC1 and PC2 is currently harmonized, and it's much easier to search if you're looking for one of the volume to the other comparisons. So it's much easier to use this PC1 and PC2 together. Before we continue, we need to briefly clarify some key concepts or keywords. For example, the product safety, the product compliance, and the liability. The product compliance on the referring the compliance with all applicable legal regulation and statutory requirements. The product safety is intended use of reasonable forecast condition for use. So the product safety is the state of the art, the current status, and the user explanation must be met. So it's need to be focused what we currently need to work, what is the current state of art. And there is also a third concept that should not be confused with product compliance, or to it form the legal foundation of everything we do for the product liability. Product liability is a government and legislation. Here we need to highlight one EU product liability directive, which is changed and at 2025, and it's need to be in the hand all of us. All of the product which produced after 2026 9th of December is under this new directive. So it's changed a really long time because the original directive is it was formed at 1985, and now they changed because a lot of things is changed for this time in our life. For example, here coming the data protection, the cyber securities. So here we need to focusing this point as well. So to summarize, the product compliance means complying with applicable laws, regulations, standards, and customer requirements. And the product safety means meeting legitimate safety explanation and ensure that products do not pose unacceptable risk. So according this, the product compliance, as I already mentioned, need to check the data protection, the cyber securities, and all of that changing what we focusing and what we had when all of our activities are changed. So the next diagram show exactly what this third line model, how it's worked. The new guideline clearly defined the product compliance system is how it should operate it. However, this three lines model, the PC1, as I mentioned, is the second line, but go step by step. The first line is the PSCR. So the PC2 is mentioned all of the points of the PSCR responsibilities. And here we need to check the customer's communication, the risk management, which is already under the PSCR responsibilities. And then coming the second line, the governance function, to check the overall systems. And then coming the third line, which is one of my favorite points as well, because here coming up the audits. So all of the audits what we made internally or externally, it's a defense line. And as you already know, when you made a really good audits and the deep audits, then you can find all of the weakness point and you can solve the issue before it's occurred. I would also like to draw your attention to this third line, because at the previous time when we talk about compliance or PSCRs, the audits has not enough focus in my point of view. So here, as you can see, the PSCR a part of the first line, and the second line in this is the PC1. A bit changed. Oh, come here back. Okay. So traditionally, the PCSR rules at the past it was a reactive activity, but in the future it's need to be a proactive activity. Here I need to highlight it, the PSCR rules are not longer a single individual. So I mean it's not a one-man show in the future. The PSCR need to work as a network. So here at the past, most of the companies I use are thinking about the PSCR is a must. Okay, we need a PSCR. We need to write somebody names on a portal. Okay, if we need to think about a deputy, then we have 2 person who trained, and then we are fine. But in the future is need to be think a real network. You will see a lot of jobs and a lot of rules are written exactly what the PSCR responsibility, but we need to highlight it. The overall accountability is always remained with the top management. So it's not go downer. And the PSCR job is go the entire product life cycle. So it's not only focusing the claims or not only focusing the warranties or the daily problem. It's coming from the really beginning of the project and the really early for the quotation phase till the end of the life cycle. Regardless the organizational model, the PSCR function will including responsibilities such as risk management, communication, internal training, reporting, market overviewing, and so on. So it's really need to be thinking a network, but we need one person who coordinated it. And this person need to be a PSCR, and all of the others is not necessary to we call or train the PSCR, but they need to know the job rules are contain some PSCR activities. And here, as you can see, this graph is summarized for us exactly the system, how it's worked. Because the PCS is contained a lot of different part, as I already mentioned. The former product integrity is replaced for the product compliance, and this 3 lines model is coming from all of these small topics what we can see around the PCS. The product compliance system is need to be coming from the top management and need to be work as a PSCR network and not only a one-man show, as I already mentioned. I need to highlight it again. The over-the-air update is out of these elements. Sorry, I checked the time, and do not go out. I know it's a really lot of things what is under this information. I really try to tell everything what we collected for you. Here I need to highlight it again. We need to check as well the software compliance, the cybersecurity compliance as well. So how our daily life is changed. All of these points is go bigger and bigger view to check exactly what we done. Here, this graph is a very good represents how the PSCR network is really working. As you can see here, it's a teamwork. All of the steps and all of the levels have somebody who has a PSCR job. For example, the tier N has a PSCR, the OEM has a PSCR, the tier N-1 has a PSCR, and in the network, a lot of people has some small points what is content a PSCR rules, and this network can work together, and one PSCR can handle all of these topics and get a really good overview of how this worked. Summarize the PSCR responsibilities. The rule model is one of the main topics, because a lot of things need to be focused in one hand. And of course, it could be work with one PSCR if you have a small company. But if we're thinking about a bit bigger company, then too many activities need to be handled with one man. So it's not so good to summarize everything in one hand. The PSCR focusing to work the people as a network. And as you can see here, the development, the production, and the usage, and all of the things from the really beginning of the project to the end of the line, end of the life production is need to be handled and need to be focused from the PSCR network as well. And again, highlighting the overall accountability is always stay with the top management. So this the responsibility cannot delegated overally. Only the task responsibility need to be or possible to delegate it. And yeah, I already tell this. The PSCR networks model and the rules, and I guess I still have 4 minutes. And the main one of the main topics is the training concept. As we already discussed, if I need to highlight it, this is really a draft. We still don't know exactly what will be the main outcome or what will be the final outcome of this. The basic concept is the PCS and the PCR who has this basic concept or basic training. It's maybe will be enough the 4-hour online training. If you have only the PSCR qualification, then you need to make the 4-hour online trainings, and with the new PSCR 2 days. And the advanced training, it could be only an additional PSCR 1 day for the 4-hour. But for here, I don't know, maybe Adam has a newest information from here, but that my last information from the training section point of view.
Well, it's if I know well. So again, if I know well, because this will be the very end of the year when the first trainings will happen. So if you have nothing, so that means that you do not have PSCR at your companies yet because of any reason, because someone left the company and so on and so on, then you have to make the basic new PSCR training according to my information. So this is the middle line. So the 2 days of PSCR training plus a 4-day 4 hours PCS training. That means 2.5 days of training will be needed if you have nothing. If you have already PSCR knowledge and PSCR responsibles at your companies, then you have to make and this will be the third line, this should be the third line, you should make an update or upgrade training for the PSCR, which is 1 day, and the 4 hours or half day mandatory PCS training. So that's why we said at the beginning, at the very beginning, that there is a new training which will enter into the picture, the PCS, and it is not only mandatory, but when someone is registering himself for the new PSCR or the upgrade, we will ask proofs that either you have done the PCS training or either you registered yourself already to the PCS training. So instead of one type of training, 2 types of training will be needed. So not easy. We will, and normally we will start around November, December. However, if you have actually no PSCR, that's an irregular state. So I highly encourage you, if you don't have a PSCR, do it now and later on you make the update, because to be in an irregular state and to have some issue, then it will be a bigger problem than not. So this is the concept for the future.
Thank you. And now, I guess for the PSCR information, yeah. I finished. I hope I could give enough information. I know it was a really a hard run, and I only can tell approximately half what I would within this half an hour. But I would to make a really overview for you. And I hope I could help each of you. And if we have any question or later on, I guess all of my colleagues can help for you or get in contact with us, and then we can give you a real good feedback or deeper feedback. So then, Adam.
So thank you. Question from Milica. The next PSCR. Yeah. Thank you, Mariana. The Serbian language will be in Serbian. There will be in the 21st of September. In English, there will be mid of October, but and also at the beginning of December, we are planning if someone doesn't have at all. Okay, so we still have the old ones. Again, for those who doesn't have, this is a must. This is not a question. It's a must. Then later on, you spare 1 day because you will have to do the only the 1 day training, the upgrade training. So upcoming trainings, Renault Group customer specific requirement, end of this month, 9th of July. The former Q, 2 days training, it will be 3rd and the 4th of August. Technical cleanliness in assembly, that means technical cleanliness in the production place. It will be 25th and 26th of August. And the VDA2, the production process and product approval, it will be on the end of August 27 and 28. So we are 1 minute late. Thank you very much for everyone. We will go now on a short holiday. Oh yeah, we created a lot of trainings for logistics. Yeah, we are thinking about here the 6.8, famous 6.8. I think it's not a secret that one OEM already in Hungary are requesting the suppliers, the production, the automotive components producers to get ready with the 6.8, and the OEM is already auditing them based on 6.8. As you know, this is a supply chain audit, so we can say somehow logistic. So we created several logistic topic trainings for those logisticians who are not yet involved in automotive. So we are going now on holiday. Thank you very much, and we will come back in autumn time. Thank you for your attention and have a nice rest of the day.